And I often thought if anything ever went down, that social media would be the record that my husband might be able to use, somebody else might be able to use. Like I really used it strategically to protect myself in a workplace that I felt did not protect me. And over time, so many people were connecting to my words that I said, I'm going to do something with these words. So I extracted many of the quotes and many of the comments and threads, and I wrote essays about them. So that's what you see. So there's a place where I talk about professional lynchings. I talk about toxic positivity. I also talk about conserving your DEI energy, workplace thorns. And like an example of that is there are some people who are thorns in your workplace. And many times you'll be in positions and people will say, let's use the policies to get along with them. But the thorns I was referring to, like I told people, I can't correct racist people. I can't correct sexist people. I don't care if you put me in a position of power. My supervision of them will not change those behaviors. And for you to expect that is wrong. And so it's those things. For example, I also talk about dog and pony shows. How do you find those places that are fake? Like they're going to, of course, they're going to wine, dine you and try to present themselves a certain way. But I'm talking about protection. How are you asking those questions? Where are the other people? Look around. Who's not on your agenda? Where are the ones who are hiding out? Get that information. Be assertive before you get into these places because it is completely a game. And one of my favorite quotes that I've ever told people is that sometimes you don't have blueprints, but you are the blueprint, and you can't be afraid to be the blueprint. And so my book, Never Defeated, is what I wish I had before I came into these spaces, because people need to be told the truth. They need to know, they need to have permission to walk away and take care of themselves. They need to have permission to say that something is wrong. They need to have permission to take care of their families and their caregiving responsibilities and to live their lives fully and joyfully. That's what this is. This is pretty much saying, I almost feel like it's a love letter. It's a love letter to my brothers and sisters who have never been taught that work can harm you, but receive the validation, the confirmation. And I do have tons of affirmations that you are always enough. If things go wrong and if they call you out your name, if they embarrass you, if they crush you, if they try to lynch you, if they all but take you out, as long as you have breath in your body, you can come up from that. And you have a community, you have people who can love on you, love you to life. And I think about people who don't have hope. And in my dedication, I think I don't have the exact words in front of me, but it was something like I dedicated my book to the people who like sacrificed their well-being in organizations that did not value them. That is my heart. For the people who have been crushed, I want them to know they're never defeated. And that's what I said. And I'll tell you a really quick story of like why never defeated. Why did I use that term? Because I was in this very office during the pandemic when I had my going away party for a job that I moved my family for and I gave so much for. I left millions of dollars with them, but I was not reappointed. And thank you so much. I was not reappointed in that position. And I remembered, I'm a storyteller because I write. So, let me tell my story real quick. But I remembered being in here with my son and my husband. And I saw those people in the Zoom room. Some of my haters were there as well. And I still had the legal case I was going through. I still had so much stuff. And and there were people crying. And I started crying. And I said, let me tell y'all something. And I tell you, this was May 15th, 2020. I remember the date. I said, the truth will come out. And don't cry for me, because I'm never defeated. I'm never defeated. And when it came time for me to write this book, I said, that's going to be the name of my book, Never Defeated, because there was a moment I didn't see the light. I said it, and I had so much going on, and I saw person after person who was silent about what happened. I saw people ascend to their next positions. I saw people deny me. And I had to hold on, and I said, something bigger has to come from this. And I kept holding on, never defeated. I'm never defeated. So when I tell you, even tonight, the manifestation of me sitting here from something I said almost 4 years ago, when I did not know what my future would look like, it's a testimony within itself. So that's what this book is. This book is not a joke for me. It is literally me holding on so people could see victory, because so often we don't get to see the victory. We see the ridicule. And I've had so many people say they didn't want to stand up because they said, I don't want what happened to Monica to happen to me. It was that space. And I was just thinking, in my lifetime, I want those same people to see the success of speaking up.